Hello. If you recall, not long ago I did a video in the same spot, and it's when I sold my 2019 Mustang GT, and I said that would leave a space over there for something else. Well, something else has come, and there's a clue in this. Is it because I just like being a cowboy? Well, yeah. But the car is American, and it came in from Texas only a few weeks ago, and I've actually managed to find it on Instagram, but more of that later. So what is it? Well, it's a 1974 Ford Maverick 4-door. Yep, 4-door. And no good flying off on one. I'm just as bad. Why would you want a 4-door? Well, it's a real sleeper. As soon as I saw the pictures of it, I wanted it. It's supposed to have got a built 302 and anyway, never mind that. Let's have a look at it. First of all, here's the video of when it was delivered, which was last Wednesday. Yay!
Okay, the other side?
Yeah, it looks fine. Right, I've got it. 1974 Maverick. 302 or 351, not sure. Meloden oil pan, MSD, everything. Heavy duty trans, cooler and fan. 6AL. I believe that's an MSD distributor. It's got Edelbrock manifold. It looks like fuel's leaking out of the car, which is a Holly. Nothing special. I think it's a 600 or thereabouts. Not very big. Vacuum secondary. Oh, it's an RPM air gap. That's great, great. That's a good one. So it's a dual plane inlet. There's no speedometer. It's got a fuel pressure gauge outside. It's got switches here. It's got this toggle switch. I don't know what it's for. These are the fans and stuff. Oil pressure, water temperature, volts, and vacuum and air fuel ratio. It's got a Promatic Hearst shifter. Apparently used to belong to someone in the Bamboozle Car Club, which I gather is in Texas, which I'm going to look up. Let's go in the boot, trunk. It's got a on-off switch for the battery. Right, it's got a fuel cell. Had a little problem when I got it because the battery was flat, but I was told it was. Floor mats. It seems to have a volt drop, and I think that this cable here is too small. I need to look. I think a more heavy-duty battery cable will enable it to start better. These are batteries I just plonked on there for now. Fuel pressure's up, 9 psi. I think it's in neutral, I'm not sure. Park. Yeah. Let me turn that fan off, hold on, which one is it? One sec. Okay, it's running. starting it because it's high compression. The paintwork's quite nice, it's like a pearlescent colour. So pearlescent whitey silver. If it was clean, it would look a bit better. because it came from Texas. Remember, I went to Summit Racing in Arlington. Yeah. Anyway, here it is. It's a sort of pearlescent colour. Well, not sort of, it is. Sort of whitey, silvery, bluey. So it's 4-door. You'll have seen the video just before this, which shows it all running. But since then, it's not running. You see, it hasn't any plates. I do have the V5. It's got a big 3-inch exhaust all the way, 8-inch rear with a spool. I noticed it's got brand new air shocks. It's got some kind of traction bars, and when you go at the front, it's got a prop shaft loop, and here you can see the fuel filter and fuel pump. And a clue, that's the bottom of the fuel tank. Yep, it's got a fuel cell. It's got one battery in it at the moment. As you can see in the videos that I showed earlier, it's very hard to start. I was told by the person I bought it from that it's because, anchor, because of high compression. However, I've checked out this cable here, which goes to the switch, which then goes to the front. I think it is too small diameter. Don't know what that is. Anyway, there's that. Boot needs adjusting because it's a gap there. Helps if you unlock it. Pretty sure these seats are not the original ones. How do I think that? Because they flip forward as if it's a 2-door. It's fairly clean. Inside, not too bad. So now I've had it about a week, what do I think? Well, it's a little bit bittersweet. Why? Right, first of all, the starting issue. I bought another battery, so I'll be running 2 batteries. I think I've got to run a new cable. When I was filming it before, which you would have seen, I said the fuel PSI was 9, which is, when I thought about it later, it's too high for a carburetor. It should be like 7 or less, around about 7, 5 to 7. And you could smell the fuel, it was over fueling. Anyway, had a look under the bonnet, and there's a rag over something on the inner wing, which was there when I got it. Didn't think much of it. I'll show it. Okay, so this was where the rag was, and that's the pressure regulator. Anyway, that's the diaphragm that goes on it, which I couldn't find another one. There's the top, and fuel was peeing out of here. Another giveaway was, you can see the fuel residue here where it's been coming out. So again, not the major thing. It's got Malodin sump. It's very clean underneath. I don't know if you can see there. You can see the transmission back there. Hope you can. I'll try and get a better look. It's got a deep pan on it. There are subframe connectors back there. Let me see if I can get a better look over there. All the parts look like they're fresh. It's not worn out. Okay, there's the exhaust, the fuel line, metal big fuel line, half whatever. Maybe not half inch, but it's close. There is a prop loop. It's there. These are subframe connectors. That. Welded in. Sorry, there. They start there with a loop. Subframe connectors go all the way back. Anyway, traction bar. You get the idea. Aluminium radiator, MSD ignition. It was pointed out to me it had nitrous oxide relays, but ignore that because those relays are for this fan and this fan. So what we got? We got a 1974 Ford Maverick 4-door that was or was not street raced in Texas. Like I say, I found the people who had it 2023 on Instagram, and if you keep watching I'll show you their page. I have written but they haven't answered, so I don't know if it's a valid account anymore. So it's got a 302 which has got some power. It's got a C4, but I don't know much about that. It's got an 8-inch rear with a spool, but I don't know what the ratio is. It's got NASCAR type wheels. The lugs are extended out so they're drag race legal. It's got a prop loop, it's got subframe connectors, it's got traction bars, it's got big fuel pipe, it's got a racing fuel cell, electric pump, everything else. So everything tells me that it's going to be a good car to run up the strip or street strip. The only negative thing for me is what's the transmission like if there's a problem. Now I've got the 331 and trans brake C4 with reverse pattern manual in my 94 Mustang, which was supposed to be coming out to go into my 63 Falcon. Will it have to go in this? I don't know. Anyway, keep watching along. I'm going to get this sorted out, and as soon as I do, you'll see it here. I'll give you an update to how it runs and drives, because currently I don't know. And I think it's going to be very interesting. Is it a 12-second car? Is it 11-second car? Is it a 10-second car? And if it is, do I need to get a roll bar? Who knows? It's all conjecture. People can tell you anything, but until you know the proof, it doesn't mean anything, does it? So anyway, if you haven't subscribed, maybe think about it. It's free, helps my channel to grow. Give it a like. Any comments, stick them down there and I'll read them. If I don't like them, I'll throw them away. No, I won't. No, I won't. And see you again soon. Cheers. This is the Instagram account of the people I found, kittyhawk392, and they definitely describing this car. They definitely had it. When I look at the date stamp on the photographs, it seems to be 2023. Like I say, I've written to them, but they haven't responded. If you know them or know anything about this car, if you can let me know, I'd be eternally grateful, because I want to make it as good as it can be, and it would be handy to know what it was like in the beginning and who built it and how well built it is and blah, blah, blah. Let me know.